to Yock next week to play the Yock Cougars. Here's Howard. He's going to be knocked down on the play that time by number 57 for the Mustangs. That's Josh Tankalevich.
Gary, we even have Cameron Leitz at cornerback, left cornerback.
Yep, he's in there to play some defense. Out there on the right side, looks like number 7, Rocco Del Verme. At deep safety, pick up that number. I think that's Ryan Fike.
It is.
Mosley will keep around the right side. Has some room with blockers in front. He's met by Fike chest high at the 48-yard line. Also on the tackle, number 30, Jacob Dukeman.
Number 13, Cameron Leza, and number 20, Zach Metler.
Zach Metler on that tackle. And it's also it's a crosstown rivalry game, Gary. Even those underclassmen have juices flowing and they want to hit somebody.
Absolutely, and it's one these seniors for the Mustangs are going to remember for a while. First and 10 for the Red Raiders at the 48-yard line. Mosley will hand it off inside. Nowhere to go that time for Howard on the tackle,
Mosley's
number
up.
57. Again, whoa, that was Mosley on the keeper. Wow, I was completely faked out by that one as Mosley took it around the left end down to the 32-yard line. Wow, Rick, I had that play dead inside. He pulled it out after I had the tackle already been made.
Well, he stuck the ball out to indicate to one of his blockers where he wanted the block, and he still got 16 yards on that play.
Nice run by Mosley. Give him credit on the ball handling.
Again, they go to the huddle. It's very slow.
Mosley, he'll keep it again around the right side. This time he has a couple blockers in front, tries to get around the end, and he'll take it out of bounds.
So let's wait again for Uniontown.
Referee knocked down on that one. He's down, and they're going to have...
There's a flag. There was a clip there. It looked like Harris.
What do we got? A block in the back against the Red Raiders. That's going to push it back 10. Going to be 2nd and 13.
Well, Harris got spun around, and when he went to block the guy, it ended up hitting him in the back. So
that might replace it back to first down. Let's see what the call is. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go now.
As you would expect, Gary, the body language on the Mustang sideline is considerably different than that on the Red Raiders sideline. The Mustangs are tapping each other's helmets, and they're upbeat.
No doubt about that. Here's Mosley going deep. He's under pressure, but he runs away from it. And that throwing deep, that should be intercepted, and it is.
Ryan
intercepted
Fike.
Down there by number 12, Ryan Fike. And I think that's going to go back to the Red Raiders. They're going to call an unnecessary roughness on the Mustangs. I was a really questionable call because it looked like the Mustangs, they're going to wave it off. So there you go. No unnecessary roughness. Interception stands. Mustangs take over at the 10-yard line.
Unless they really drive him into the ground, and that's not what it looked like.
They held him
at all.
up, actually.
Yeah.
So give Mustangs credit there for not getting the personal foul. And Ryan Fike with the nice center field play out there for the interception.
Well, Mosley really didn't have a choice. He's down, he's on the run, he's got a pass. He did have a guy, he was covered, and he flung it up there, and Fike just happened to be in center field.
New quarterback in for the Mustangs. That's Connor Basinger now, and that's a high snap. He can't get it to anybody, and he's going to have to hold on to it.
Freshman out there.
Yeah, drugged down there by number 70, Gabe's Savory for Uniontown. Little high snap. Good effort there to just corral that snap and not have a turnover for the Mustangs. No scoring here in the fourth quarter, but none really necessary as the Mustangs continue to lead 46-6.
That was pretty good concentration there by Basinger. You're right, Gary. Concentrating on one thing, and that's corralling that ball and not turning it over.
Just a freshman getting some opportunity against the Red Raiders early in his career.
That's how Jimmy Pierce got started.
Now here's Savini. No, that's Basinger. He's going to keep it. And he's around the left side, man. The ball handling is excellent. And you can tell that Coach Just schools these quarterbacks on that ball handling, even all the way down to the freshman level.
Well, he's a 6-footer, Gary. He's not small, but that's how Jimmy Pierce got started when
he was a freshman. You're right.
When he was a freshman and the quarterback got hurt. I don't remember who it was. It was that long ago, but so this freshman experience is valuable in varsity.
3rd down and 5. Ball at the 15-yard line. Clock running now with 4:15 to go. Mustangs will hand it off inside. There's a penalty. It's a pass deep and almost tipped away. So Basinger tried to hit Edenfield deep, but that's going to be a legal motion against the Mustangs, I believe. That'll be declined. 4th down now. And
Basinger will be back to punt.
Punt team will come on. I'm not sure why the clock is stopped with the modified rule. Now they'll wind it up. On again to punt for the Mustangs is Connor Basinger.
He also has that rugby-style kick.
And it'll get a Mustang bounce. It'll roll almost to midfield, picked up there by Sloboda. And the Red Raiders will have one last opportunity on offense with 3:46 to go here in the 4th. Capacity crowd still hanging around here for post-game activities by the bands.
They were parked clear down by Atlantic Broadband, Gary.
They've hung out here the entire game, and really most of them are sticking in. I mean, normally this Uniontown LH game, the two bands get together after the game, and I think that might be the case again here this evening, so we'll have to wait and see as the Red Raiders come up to the line, 1st and 10 with 3:30 to go on a running clock. Mosley, straight back, looking out in the right flat, has Forsyth. He's going to try to gain some extra yardage, and he does, steps out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Looks like he got a 1st down.
Give him the 1st down. Forced out there by Fike.
Hey, Gary, on that punt, especially with the rugby-style punt, it's unpredictable how it's going to bounce. Looks like the Mustangs are getting a little too close to where the landing area is. I'd be a little nervous. Sloboda was right there by where it bounced.
Well, the only thing that could happen there would be some kind of interference with the receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
The receiver for Uniontown, though, just kind of got way far away from it, so no opportunity for a foul there. Inside handoff now for the Red Raiders. That's number 8. Getting a run is Ayad Enob. Getting the 1st down for the Red Raiders inside the 35 to about the 31-yard line.
There's another
face
flag.
mask on the Mustang to add on.
Stopped initially by number 12 for Laurel Highlands.
The Mustangs are not going to be able to make these kind of mistakes. I said it before, against these more powerful team, more efficient teams.
In the Big Ten, you're going to see that
10.
coming down the wire. We've already know that Ringgold's a very formidable team. Bell Vernon's a very formidable team. West Mifflin's a formidable team.
And Gary, we saw last week Laurel Highlands could hang with Thomas Jefferson for 3+ quarters.
No doubt.
They have the athletes.
Face mask penalty puts the ball inside the 20 at the 17. Mosley looking, trying to put something on the board here late. Into the end zone, out of bounds, incomplete.
Mosley's pass is getting out of the bounds.
Intended for Fry down there.
Good defense by Cameron Leitz on that to tip that ball away.
So the clock will continue to run now, under 2 minutes.
That is number 4, Shane Fry.
2nd and 10, the ball is sitting at the 16.5-yard line. Uniontown still trying to put points on the board. Mosley fakes the handoff, now rolls around the right side, has blockers in front, tries to cut it up, does make one move inside and just gets out of bounds at about the 4 or 3 yard line. So Mosley takes it from the 16 to the 3, 13-yard gain out of bounds. Clock continues to run at minute 14 to go at the 3-yard line.
As you said in the pregame show, Gary, this series goes in cycles. And there's a timeout by Uniontown.
Uniontown will take a timeout with a minute 5 to go, try to put something on the board here to end the action. And we'll step aside on the South Union Township Sports Network for this last timeout. Be back with the final minute and 5 after these messages.
The homecoming queen, the choir, the band, and all other members of the Laurel Highlands graduation classes throughout the past years.
We're ready for the final minute 5 here at the Mustang Field with Uniontown threatening at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3. Mosley under center. Steps back, hands it to the right side, trying to get it in, but being held out. Late surge. Did he get in? Can't see. That's
Look like number 21.
down to the
Nick
goal
Gibson.
line. Who was a carry by Forsyth on the carry.
I'm sorry.
Forsyth down to about the half-yard line. Uniontown's going to call another timeout. With 48 seconds to go, the ball is at the half-yard line. Uniontown trying to salvage some late scoring here against the Mustang second-team defense.
I was saying earlier, Gary, you were mentioning in that pregame session on WMBS about how this series goes in cycles, and right now it seems to be the Mustangs the last couple years, but it swings back and forth.
No doubt about it, and you know, the athletes come in waves for both teams, and you really don't know which.
Here we go.
Here we go with Mosley under center. He's going to go and be pushed in from behind by his fullback, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Does Forsyth get an assist on that?
I think he does. Number 2, Phil Mosley on the touchdown with 46 seconds to go. Puts the Raiders on the board. 46-12 with the extra point to come. So we'll give him a 1-yard run. Josiah Davis on for the extra point.
Mosley gets 3 and Forsyth 4, and Forsyth gets 2.
I think that's what it should be, yeah. And it's a bad snap, but here goes number 4 for the Red Raiders, Fry on the bad snap. He's going to get a 2-point conversion. Kane Fry adds 2. 46-14 with 46 seconds to go. And Laurel Highlands will merely have to catch this kickoff, take a knee to end things. Just recap the scoring in the second half while we have a chance. In the third quarter, Jimmy Pierce on a 49-yard pass to Jacob Swartz. Leitz's kick was good. That extended the score out to 39-6. At the 3:08 mark, it was Boyle on a 3-yard run on the wing back around play for the second time tonight. Kick was good, and that made it 46-6 and provided for the alternate timing of the game with a running clock. Uniontown getting this late touchdown with 46 seconds to go. A 1-yard run by Phil Mosley, a 2-point conversion run by Kane Fry. And that's our score, 46-14, and we anticipate that that's going to be our final score as the Red Raiders may try an onside kick. We'll see how they'll line things up.
They're not quitting.
Josiah Davis will tee it up. I think the Mustangs need to think about getting some more guys up there on the 50-yard line.
They got Nick Cunningham and P.J. Savini.
Swartz is also up there.
McClusick and Eisler.
There is the onside kick, and it's picked up on the run.
That's Cunningham.
By Cunningham, and he'll take it out past the 45 to about right at the 45-yard line. At the 45-yard line, we'll start the clock with 40 seconds to go. And the Mustangs will go into the victory formation at the 45-yard line to take a knee here, I would believe. Here's the snap. He'll take a knee. That'll start the clock, and I believe that's going to do it. Clock at 28 seconds. The Mustangs do not have to take another snap. Mustangs sprint over to celebrate with their teammates as we're down to 14 seconds, 15 seconds.
They're lining up.
Inside 10, they're going to line up for the sportsmanship handshake at midfield. That's going to be our final here at homecoming. As the time runs out, it's Laurel Highlands 46, Uniontown 14. And we'll be back with some final statistics right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network. Game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, Gary Smith, and their staff. This has been Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay on the camera. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Good night, everybody.
See you next week.